Hey, what's going on everybody? This is CaelumEXP and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. And in this episode we are going to be proceeding forward into Mount Nebel. And there's really only one enemy skill that we are going to be learning here. And that is going to be Trine. It works very similarly to Beta, but instead of doing fire damage, it does lightning damage to all enemies on the field. And I do think it is a little bit cheaper MP-wise as well. And it shouldn't take us too long to get through here. However, I did not do a practice run, so I might forget about a couple of things. But you can always return here. Nothing here is missable, excluding the Trine enemy skill. So if we kill the boss too quickly, it is very possible that we may not end up getting the Trine enemy skill. But there are two other enemies later in the game. And here we pick up the Rune Blade for Cloud. Does Cloud have anything paired together? He does. He has Odin and added effect. Dang. Oh, I'm going to leave them on regardless. They're just not going to be paired together. But they will now be getting double AP, which is really nice. That's not what I wanted. Items. Sort, and we picked up a few sources in the previous episode. Magic source and 2 luck sources. So those of course go on Cloud as well. So the music that plays here is shockingly something that we heard all the way earlier on in Midgar. And we've seen enemies like these ones before. Just enemy skill, Beta. Oh wait, I want Vincent getting most of the kills here so we can work on getting his limit breaks. I also want to show off each of his limit breaks before we get to enemies that absorb the damage. So I guess I'm going to open up the limit menu real quick and I'll show what Vincent's current limit break is. Let's see. So his current one, so Vincent's limit breaks work a little bit differently compared to most everybody else's. Galleon Beast, Vincent transforms into a monster for all 4 of his limit breaks. Level 1 Galleon Beast ends up having 2 different attacks. One is like a physical combo that technically hits multiple times, but it only shows up 1 set of damage numbers. And then he has a second attack that's like a flare move, and that does fire damage to all enemies on the field. Should be getting another weapon for Vincent pretty soon, but I do want Vincent to be using the skills around here for now. Wow, look at that damage. Alright. But yeah, I do want Vincent getting as many kills as possible because we need to be getting his limit breaks as well. And once again, I am sorry to anybody who is hearing physical attack. Ooh, there's his limit break. I'm actually going to be showing that off real quick. So this is his Galleon Beast. Also, you lose all control of him. He does whatever he wants to do. He's got Berserk Dance, and then he's got a Flare ability. So I'm just going to let this fight run for a little bit. He does Berserk Dance again. Alright. And he's probably going to do Berserk Dance again. And specifically with the Galleon Beast, I remember on my very first playthrough of this game, there's the other one, Beast Flare. I ended up having Vincent transform into the Galleon Beast when I fought the Materia Keeper, which is the boss of this area. and he consistently used Beast Flare, and since that does fire damage, he would heal the boss, and the fight took forever. And there is the plus beret, or beret. I'm pretty sure it's beret. That is a weapon for Red 13. Let's go all the way down here. I don't know how many slots it has. Actually, I think that is Red 13's 4-slot double growth materia weapon. Yeah, Red 13, not Barrett. I don't know if I clarified that. But you don't need to use Vincent's beta. Yeah, so you don't need to use Vincent's limit breaks for him to learn the next one. He just needs to get X amount of kills. I think for him to get his level 2 limit break, he needs 40 kills, and then I think he needs another 40 on top of that for a total of 80 to get his level 3 limit break, but I could be wrong on that one. But I'm pretty confident it's 40 for the level 2 limit break. And that one is a lightning elemental one. And between his 4 limit breaks that he has, I would say his 3rd and 4th ones are the most useful because they don't do any elemental damage. So they can't actually, so he can't heal any of the enemies with either of those. Wow, how much health have these guys got? Also, the Rune Blade, in my opinion, is probably one of the prettier weapons that Cloud has in this game. But that's just me. All right. Okay, first things first. This is a really good fight. Simply because there's a good chunk of enemies here, and as long as they don't paralyze Vincent... Ah, shoot. I think he's paralyzed. Stop that! Well, Cloud's almost got a full limit break now. And there's Beta. But 5 enemies right here, that's a pretty easy count towards Vincent's next limit break. Now, this area we're in currently, if we work our way all the way down to the bottom, there's the boss of the area. But we don't want to do that just yet. Also, come over here, kick that down, and then we come over this way. And there is nothing inside of the reactor, so there's no point in even going inside. We're just going down this way. Because we are going to be getting more treasures, and in order to get them, we actually have to go this way. Quake 2. Steel, and then enemy skill Beta. As long as nobody gets paralyzed. And as soon as Cloud's limit gauge is filled, I will be showing off his first level 3 limit break, which is called Meteor Rain, and it is, wow, everybody's paralyzed. Well, there's his limit break. Couldn't steal anything. Meteor Rain. in case Quake 2 doesn't kill them all. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's another thing. The animations for the level 2 and level 3 versions of the elemental spells are sized up a little bit differently depending on if it's paired with all or not. So let me go over to Materia, Aerith. So let's see. So Quake level 1 paired with an all materia would just put a tiny little Quake beneath each individual enemy. But with Quake 2, if you were to select one target, it would be a tiny bit bigger. It won't cover the whole field like that did, but if it's paired with all and you're hitting all enemies on the field, it just shows one big earthquake, and then Quake 3 is even bigger. But only when paired with an all materia. We need to go this way. Oh, come on. And I think the differences in the animations are really cool. Have Vincent shoot that one. And then, hopefully... Okay. Meteor Rain. So, the guys with the mace and chain thing that we have going on there, yeah, that looks really cool. Probably one of my favorite limit breaks in the game besides his Omni Slash. But those guys, later on, I will be returning here to be morphing them to get power sources to increase everybody's strength to 255. I want to go this way, I think? Maybe not yet. No, not yet. Okay, there's a treasure. I want the treasure! Whoop, sorry. Beta! Don't paralyze Vincent! Leave him alone. Not Vincent! Okay, we're good. Beta! God, I love the sound of this spell. And 1700 experience. Really nice. Okay, this way. I want this. The Sniper CR. That is the weapon I was talking about for Vincent. It gives him attack percent of 255. And now I'm going to be replacing the Manipulate on him with Death Blow because, yes. It'll be very hard for him to miss now. He can still miss Death Blow, but it won't be anywhere near as often as others would miss. Then come over here, and there is a materia. Elemental. That is our second elemental materia, I do believe. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Aerith has it. No, Vincent has it. Okay. So, elemental. Yeah, I was right. That is our second elemental. We can get a third one later. I want to go... Oh, come on. Get out of my way. Ooh, ooh. We do want to steal from this guy. Couldn't steal anything. 'Tis fine. Critical hit. Guaranteed. Every time. Now, steal again. Death Blue. Gold Armlet. That is exactly what we want. I'm gonna have her White Wind us. And now we're just gonna try to kill the guy. Enemy skill, I do believe laser works on him. No, it does not. Oh no. Beta would heal him. Let's see. I don't know what that does. You know what? Screw it. Ice 2. And part of the reason of keeping the Death Blow materia on Vincent is so that he can continue to do regular physical damage without him having to use his limit break, because I don't like losing control over a party member. And Planet Protector just because. Yeah, you can't hurt me now. Yeah, he's got a beefy amount of health. All right. Yeah, there we go. This way. There we are. Grab this, an elixir. And then back out and up this way. Is there anything here that restores paralysis? I don't think that counts. Oh well. And beta. Because these guys are annoying. Oh, that's right, I got that gold armlet from that dragon. We get good experience here as well. Okay, gold armlet is the improved version of the silver armlet because it's got higher defenses and it links the second set of materia slots. And this is probably going to be like the best armor that we can get for a while, honestly. At least the best armor that can be used on everybody. So I will be stealing another 1, 2, and then let's see, there's Barrett, Tifa, Red, Kate Sith, Yuffie, and another party member we'll be getting relatively soon as well. So that's 8 more that I need to steal, but I will be doing that off screen before I end the episode. Is there really nothing to do here? Wow. Another dragon, cool. Get me another one of them. So, Death Blow, Steel. See, he can still occasionally miss. And that was a very quick steal right there. That was nice. Alright. Death Blow, I'm gonna have Cloud heal us. Aerith, Ice 2. He is pretty resistant to magic, it seems. Dang. Nice. Bio 2, see if we can poison the guy. He's got a lot of health. Oh man, that was a lot of BS right there. Okay, Macho Magic, Death Blow, and attack. Whoa! Vincent might die. You need to die, quickly. There we go. Whoo! Let's not have Vincent die. I don't want that. Not like it'll reset its kill count or anything, it's just annoying. Ether. Yeah. And then I'm just gonna have Cloud heal him with magic. Okay. Equip Vincent with the next one. Yeah, gold. There we go. Alright. Does this not head anywhere? Oh, maybe it does. Hey, you turds. Beta. These guys are weak to fire, that's why it does like 3,000 damage to them. Did I forget to heal Aerith? Seems like it. I love seeing the high damage numbers already. We're only level 30 something. Yeah, look at that. Does this not go anywhere else? No, okay. Let me heal Aerith. Alright. No! Death blow. Boom. Steal. Nothing to steal. Okay. I'm pretty sure I had already looked at that, and I just decided to do that anyway. Another death blow. Cure. That was a crispy cling! Level 36 for Cloud. Alright, so up this way then. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so that doesn't lead anywhere then. Could have sworn it did, but whatever. Please don't paralyze Vincent. Beta. Please don't paralyze him. Please don't paralyze him. That's Aerith. Alright. And I think that's on Cloud. Nope, that's on Vincent. You're a dick. I just chose to heal an enemy. What the hell? I need to heal Vincent! Forget that he's the one who has cover. Well, it doesn't matter now. Nice! He's really low on health. I definitely need to heal his butt. Level 35. Cure 2. There we go. Okay, back up this way. And then back up this way. And then back over this way. Oh my god! These encounters are annoying. Ooh, especially this one. Beta. I'm really just trying to get a high kill count with Vincent right now to work towards getting his next limit break. So that's why I'm having him be the one to spam this. Nice! Okay, so now this way. All right. Again, nothing inside the reactor. And now that we're going up in this area, it is time to work on getting some treasures. As you can see, there's a chute that leads to that platform for us to be able to get whatever that is. And then there's this ladder here. As you can see, there is a ginormous enemy right there. That is the boss of the area. There is a chute that can drop us on top of that rock where we can pick up that item. And that's about it. So there's two little platforms that we need to get to. So we need to figure out which of these chutes will bring us to them. So I'm trying to think. I think it's chutes 2 and 4. I could be wrong. Aha! So I was right for chute 2. We get a power soul. It's another weapon for Tifa. Please tell me this is not the Materia Keeper boss fight. Whew. Okay, I was about to say, I didn't even come into contact with him. Nope, beta. There we go. Just leave Vincent alone, please. I can't remember. Did we fight a third dragon? Oh my god, they got everybody. This is annoying, because now we just have to wait for them to be able to do something. And Cloud's the first to recover. Then Aerith. There we go. Good damage. And Death Gigas is gained. Alright. So limits. Gonna set it to level 2 so it takes longer to fill up his limit gauge. And Death, so turns into Galleon Beast, turns into Death Gigas. Death Gigas also has 2 moves. He has a live wire, like, electric move. Hey, where does this go? Huh. So we could have come down here via this. Interesting. Anyways, we need to get back up and figure out which chute takes us to that treasure chest. Shoot. Gold Bangle. Do I have another one for Aerith? No, so we did not fight a third dragon. We only fought 2. And if we did fight a third, then I didn't get the steel before we killed it. I think I just had Cloud start using physical attacks after like 1 or 2 fails on the steel. Anyways, let's see. I think it's chute 4. Or is it 5? I think it's 4. No. Okay. I do want to grab this before anything else. So I'm pretty sure chute 1 takes us straight down to the Materia Keeper. Let me try 3. Didn't I? I just did that one, didn't I? I'm trying to think. And I also cut myself off, and now I can't remember something I was trying to talk about. I'll try shoot 5 next. But one thing I am going to be doing after we get that other treasure is I am going to be farming dragons until I have a total of 9 gold bangles. Oh yeah, I remember what I was wanting to talk about. Death Gigas has 2 different attacks. So one is kind of like a live wire attack where he just like shocks every enemy on the field doing lightning damage. And the other one is a bit like the Galleon combo. He just attacks one enemy and it does a little bit of a combo. And it just does 1 set of damage. Like 1 attack. Sounds like multiple hits, but it's just 1 attack. And then his level 3 limit break, once he gets X amount of more kills. He also has 2 attacks. He has a move called Splatter Combo for his level 3. I do believe that is another single target combo. And then he has an attack that can just cause a ton of status effects. So kind of okay for really tough random enemies. And he's running pretty low on MP. So more ethers. We go up to 5. Okay, I'm gonna cut it until I get to where I need to be. Okay, so it was shoot 4. I just didn't go down the right one. And that's another all materia, so meh. Kinda okay. Not great, but it's an okay reward. Annoying little turds. Ah, you dick. Just gotta wait. Come on, Vincent. Get your butt up and do your beta. You're losing health. Okay. Oh my god! Seriously, these enemies are so annoying. Do I have anything that can protect against freaking paralysis? I don't think I do. I think I tried to look through my accessories and I don't think I... Wait a second. I most certainly can. At least I'm pretty sure. Materia. Haste, slow, stop. Do, confuse, berserk, sleeple, silence. No! Ah, that's shit. Actually, hey Cloud, remove your added effect. You remove your elemental. And then exchange. Swap that, and then swap this with added effect. And then I'll just put lightning with all. And then I will throw this elemental on here just to try to level it up a little bit. Alright, and that should be protecting against paralysis on Vincent now. And I am also going to cut until, let's see. Cloud and Vincent have their gold armlets, so I am going to continue farming the dragons until Aerith has a gold armlet, and I have another 6 in my inventory, so I'll see you guys in just a second. Alright, I am back again before I finished farming for all of the gold armlets. simply because Vincent's level 2 limit gauge has been filled up. So in the next fight, I am wanting to show off his new limits. And wow, guess we're doing that now. Alright. And hopefully I can steal while I'm doing this. So steal and Death Gigas. Yeah, this time he turns into a more Frankenstein-looking monster. And he goes Giga Dunk. So that's the single target, single hit attack. He also gets a really big buff to his total HP. And there's my gold armlet. What you gonna do this time? Giga Dunk again. Does really good damage though. I'm hoping he shows the other attack. I already stole it. So heal up Aerith a little bit. And Giga Dunk again. Okay. So he's not wanting to do his live wire attack, and that is fine. But I did, in general, want to show you, you know, the form in general. Okay, I am back after getting enough gold armlets for Cloud, Vincent, and Aerith to have them, and I also have another 5 in my inventory, not 6, because the next character that we get, like his starting armlet is going to be a gold armlet, so I don't need to farm for an extra one when he's already going to start with one. And I was unable to show it on screen simply because I didn't think Aerith was so close to learning it. But she did learn Pulse of Life, which is her second level 3 limit break. So this is the one that fully restores all allies, fully restores all their health, all their MP, and any status effects that they may have been stuck under, they are cured of. So poison's removed, Toad is removed, Minnie's removed, Sleep is removed, all of them. I don't think it applies to Death Sentence. No, I'm pretty sure it does. And I did show a small recording of the Death Gigas. And we are good to go. Alright, it is time to take on the Materia Keeper and get out of Mount Nebel. So run right on into him, and here we start the fight. And the first thing... Oh no, that's not... Screw you, dude. Why are you here? That's just a dragon. You're annoying. Chomp, 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 chomp. Not even gonna bother trying to steal from him anymore. Ooh, Aerith is kinda low on HP. Oh yeah, there we go. Fire Fang. I don't think I've gotten a drop of those yet. We're so close to the dude. Heal up. Alright, now it is time for the Materia Keeper boss fight. There we go. Okay, like I said, fire damage heals him. We're going to start the fight off with casting Big Guard. And I'm immediately going to throw Vincent into Death Gigas, and we will lose control of him for the remainder of the fight, or unless he dies. And then let's see, so we want to go with Quake. There's the other attack I wanted to show, Livewire. 1200 damage. This right here would normally do a ton of damage, but we have Barrier up, and it cuts it down by half, I think. I don't want to kill him too quick, though. Is he going for Livewire again? Yes, he is. I do hope he casts Trine rather soon. I think he casts Trine when he's getting low on health. There's Giga Dunk. He can also cure himself. I forgot about that. You gonna cast Trine yet? Nope. Vincent's going for Livewire again. Trine, please. There it is. I saw no notification that says that we had learned it. Okay, there it is. Learned enemy skill Trine. I'm not sure if Vincent had learned it on his since he's transformed, but the boss is dead. Yeah, Vincent right there was like the main damage dealer. He's doing like 1200 damage per fight, and we get a gem ring. I do believe that protects against paralysis. Yeah, paralyzed, petrify, slow, and numb. That's going on Cloud. And let me check and see if Vincent actually did learn that or not. So let's see. He did. Okay, cool. So it didn't show for him, but it did show for Aerith. They both learned Trine. So that is wonderful. I don't have to reload and try that again. And he drops the counter materia for us. It says counter. That is not the counter materia. This is the counter attack materia. Counter and counter attack are two very different materias. So counter attack is a counter attacks with a standard regular physical hit when damage is incurred, and it is a percentage based thing. So at level 1, which it currently is at, I do believe is a 20% chance. At level 2, 40, and then 60, 80, and then it is a guarantee when it is completely mastered. And you can equip up to 8 mastered counterattacks on a character, and when they take damage, they can counterattack up to a total of 8 times. That is cool. Don't even bother trying to master 16 of these to hopefully get 16 counterattacks, because it only counts for 8 anyway. The counter materia is another blue materia that we will be getting later on, and I will explain that when we get it. And now, here we are, outside of Mount Nebel. Well, not yet. Whoops. Okay, now we are outside of Mount Nebel. And this forest right here is going to be a good spot in order to farm out Vincent's level 3 limit break, the second of Cloud's level 3 limit breaks. I've already got the Pulse of Life for Aerith. I am sorry I didn't show that on screen, but it is fine. And it is also a good place for me to farm out the second level 3 limit break for Yuffie, Barrett, Tifa, Red 13. And I could farm out Kate Sith getting his level 2 limit break. However, I want to keep that in a regular party video, like as we make progress through an area. Because that's going to pop a trophy when we get his slots. And I don't want to do that, you know, as part of like those montages where I'm earning limit breaks. But that is all for this episode. We will be proceeding over to Rocket Town, which is over that way at the beginning of the next episode. So thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.